Yeah, what it do, what it does, and what are we doing? Well, I'm back at it again, making another video, just putting stuff out there, for whomever may come across it that is made for. What we call God, we will all submit to the concept of all knowing, all knowledge, all whatever. Just God being the all. We will all submit to that. As far as the people who submit to the concept of God. Because if everybody did, there would be no such thing as atheism. But anyway, so everyone would submit to that or to such things. But it's like they're picking and choosing that which they submit to. And not that they're picking and choosing because I'm going to go with what I like or don't like, as much as whatever you've accumulated up to that point is directly related to that which you are choosing and that which you are rejecting. Because we'll say God ain't this and God ain't that. The devil is this and the devil is that. The devil is your enemy. And when they talk about the devil, man, it's physical and spiritual. But when you conquer the physical or the flesh, then you are the greatest amongst men. Or, a man who can control himself is mightier than hundreds of men who lead nations or whatever it is in the I think it's in the book of Proverbs perhaps where it says something to that effect. But the okay, so there's a scripture that say, actually it's multiple scriptures, it's more than one, I'll say, but David said in one of the Psalms, I think it was one of the Psalms in the book of Psalms, however you want to put it, that he said, "Blessed is the man who God don't count their sins toward him." Ain't that what Jesus talked about? That whatever he's saying that applies to you, or is one whose sins don't count against them. In my experience of life, the only people whose sins don't count against them is people who ain't trying to. And people who ain't trying to, from my experience, they're always doing something either good or at least okay for everybody. Their sins ain't counted against them. But at the same time, let's say those are the chosen people. Those are the children of God. So, you know, all the things that you can say. Or the people who are born to get the knowledge. The people who are born to know. The people who are made to receive gnosis. Gnosticism is, you know what I'm saying, that's, you got Gnostic and then you got Ism. Gnostic is one who know, one who have gnosis, or one who believes in, the concept of receiving gnosis. Gnosis meaning knowledge. Yeah, it had a little anniversary anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so, or even more, you don't hear about nothing wrong or right that Noah did except for him following, as far as how people will put it, he followed the commands of God, so that makes him righteous. but he also, why did it mention that he got drunk? Why? What was the point of mentioning that? Because our experience, people who be, when we mention to other people about somebody drinking, it, it, it might be a problem. It might not be something that's just regular and casual, because if it was, it's like, okay, it's regular shit. Like, what are you mentioning that for? Versus somebody who we would label an alcoholic or anything like that, then, yeah, but I actually should mention how David. I'm sure a lot of people know about David and the different things that the Bible mentioned of his experiences. Like with the man he killed so he can get his wife. He did that more than once. But the scripture don't exactly state that this is what he did, but he killed some people, and it mentioned the man, and then it mentioned how his wife was a wife of David. Now I'm just saying. Yes, I'll look it up and I'll leave it in the comments for whomever watching this video. But I'll leave it in the comments what the scripture I'm talking about. But yet he is one of the most known, most important of the concept of the Bible, of the religion, of Christianity, whatever you want to call it. I never find him of utmost importance beyond others, such as Elijah, Elisha, or Elisha, however you want to say it. People like that is who I put of most importance. And as far as Old Testament wise, and the prophets, of course. But most people I know, they really know about they don't know about prophets. They know about the worldly people who believe in God. And I don't fault that or not fault it. It's like everything ain't for everybody in every time, right? So they're seeing things in the way that they can understand, so they can eventually get to the finish line just like me. I'm saying what I'm saying so I can get to the finish line eventually just like them. No matter how many lifetimes it takes. And speaking on how many lifetimes it will take, man, everybody start doing different things at the same time, the whole world would change right in an instant. But since that ain't happening, the world is changing slowly but surely. It's things that's right in our face, we don't see it. Most people think this person and that person discover something, and then this person and that person discover something, and their discoveries were considered, and somebody discovered something based on their discoveries, and somebody else discovered something based off them discoveries, etc. And with that being said,